Hey there guys, Rafael here and welcome to a deck overview. Just like I promised you in my last video, I will reveal my Blastoise Electrode list, and no, I will show you this Blastoise Electrode list that I have selected, and as you can see it does not have that good record. And I will show you first this one, just so you can see what has changed. This part is pretty standard: 2 Black Rmmo25's, 1 Execute, 2 Voltor Electrode, 3 Keldeo EX, and 4-1-3 Blastoise. Nothing very important. Right here, 1 Dowsing Machine, 1 Heavy Ball, 3 Level Balls, 4 Rare Candy, 1 Super Rod, 2 and 2. 4 Superior Energy Retrieval, 2 Tool Scrapper, 2 Ultra Ball. And here is what has been annoying me so much: 2 Colress, 4 Juniper, 2 Skylas, and 1 Floatstone. And for the energy, as you will see, 3 Lightning Energy and 8 Water Energy. The reason I'm showing you this deck that is not working as I wanted is because I want to show you why this deck was failing so much. Okay. Basically, these 2 cards and one of these were very annoying, and they will not allow me to magnetic draw as much as I want to. So in the end, I decided to change this deck list because I didn't like it and it was not working so much, into these new trainer and supporter lines. Okay, so let's go. First, you will notice that I don't run any Colress, and if you are playing Blastoise, since you are playing a setup deck which will most likely use a lot of bench space, you will want to play Colress. And that was my initial thought going into this deck, but in the end, Colress was just so annoying because that will not allow me to use Magnetic Throw as much as I wanted. So I was having trouble in dealing with those hands full of supporters, so I decided to copy the supporter line out of Darkrai Sableye decks, going for a more reduced supporter line. That way I will not draw into hands with lots of supporters that easy, and I will be going with a more heavy trainer line, and I will show you just what I got. Okay, for searching for Pokemon in my deck, I decided to keep 1 Heavy Ball. I increased my level balls into 1 just because I want to be able to get Electrode out. And I'm running 2 Ultra Balls because I have no way to look for my Keldeo EX except for these 2 Ultra Balls. Since this deck is so weak against Garbodor because it relies so much on abilities, I decided to keep my 2 Tool Scrappers, and even when I was thinking of changing this dowsing machine into computer search, I decided to keep this as a dowsing machine just so I can be able, in special cases, to have a 3rd tool scrapper, and it has worked very good so far. And here is something you don't see every day on Blastoise deck, but it has been working very good for me, and I played this card just because I did not know what else to play. Basically I had a deck of 59 cards and I did not know what to play, so Energy Retrieval, why not? And so far it has been doing so much work for me that it's impressive just how it works. I kept the 4 Superior Energy Retrieval and 1 Super Rod, just because that will allow me to safely Juniper away resources that I don't need right now so I can set up faster, and I will be able to recover them through Super Road, and in case of trainers and supporters with Dowsing Machine. Darkrai with Bicycle runs most likely only 8 energy, sometimes it runs 7. I've seen 7 energy in Darkrai decks, and that in my case I'm playing Blastoise, so as soon as I get a Blastoise out, I will not have problems with energy, with attaching energy, so I decided to keep the same amount of energy. Again, it's 3 lightning energy with 8 water energy, and it has been doing a lot of work. Right here, I decided to increase my Black Rmmo25's into 1 just because in my Blastoise kill you Black Rmmo25's with Tropical Beach, sometimes I really need one last Black Rmmo25's, and I finally decided to add that. Execute is a very situational card because sometimes you really need Execute so you don't have to discard a lot of your resources, but sometimes if you are running Electrode, you will find Execute to be a nuisance instead of being something really useful. So I decided to keep it just because it has been doing some work, but sometimes I really just don't use it, because it's better for me to use Ultra Ball and get rid of 2 cards that I already have in my hand and use Magnetic Draw than going for Execute and using those cards. So I decided to keep it just in case I will need it. Again, it's a very situational card, and I run 2 Voltorb Electrode so I can have at least 1 Electrode in play, and I run 3 Kill You EX, pretty standard. And now that Pokemon Catcher is gone, I'm running a very standard Blastoise line. 4 Squirtles, 1 Wartortle, and I'm using this Wartortle because I don't have a reverse foil Wartortle of the Boundaries Cross one, so I decided to use that, and 3 Squirtles. I will show you with this new build of the deck. I've been doing very good. I have not lost a single game so far. And I have played against Raver, 2 Darkrai variants, Virizion Genesect, and 1 Plasma and 1 weird thing. That was somehow the basic decks that you win when you play the Trainer Challenge, all merged into one deck, and that was my 5th win. And I'm back, and this time I'm going against Malignity, and his username is so evil that I'm scared. Okay, this match will be against Darkrai, Absol, Deoxys, and that's something I really don't want to see, because I'm playing a Blastoise version that needs to use lots of bench space, and just like that I see Absol. I will flip tails, so my opponent will decide to go first, and he will have a very aggressive turn 1. He Plasma Ball for Deoxys, he Plasma Balls again for another Deoxys, and he has 1 Absol staring so bad at my Black Rmmo25's, and that's not good. He will even go for a Darkrai X, and as you can see, it's very aggressive to turn 1, because he will go for another Absol, There's the Absol, and I think he goes for even a third Absol this turn. Let's see. I know he will also play Darkrai and Juniper. And yeah, look at that. He already has 3 Absols into play. He played one Cold Wrist Machine into his active Absol. Yeah, that energy is about to come. And I don't know why he's taking so long. Maybe he forgot to check his deck when he used those plasma balls. And yeah, there is the plasma energy, and he will even attach plasma energy into Darkrai sometime. I know he does, I know it. And I hope we will be able to see that soon. There it is. And look at that. That was a very scary turn 1. And he will even play 2 Silver Bengal. Come on, this guy is crazy. And I will have to end him. He has a hand of 2 cards, and I will have to give him lots of cards. And just there I was checking my deck. There's one Black Kyurem and one Keldeo prize, so I will have to look out for that. And right here I will have to take a risk. If everything goes well, and I will end my turn right here. If everything goes well, next turn I will be able to go for Voltorb, Skyla for Rare Candy, and have both Blastoise and Electrode into play. I will have Juniper in my hand, and I will be able to attach that Floatstone into that Black Rmmo25's, so I will Magnetic Draw for lots of cards. At least 2. That was a risky move, but in the game I thought that was the best thing I could do, because I really did not want to go for another Squirtle, and there is just what I didn't want to see. Dang it! He ended me, and my beautiful hand turned into this, and now my Black Rmmo25's even has damage. Dang it! That is something I really didn't want to see. And right here it looks like I'm being stupid, but trust me, I'm not. If I want to win this game, I really need to set up, so I will bench lots of cards. And right here I'm deciding to go for either N or Juniper. In the end I think it's better for me to go with Juniper, and that pays off for me because I will be able to get 2 Electrode, and I will even play what's it called, Floatstone. And that is not a bad hand, I think. But now this Black Rmmo25's will have to die. And just like that, turn 3 I will give up 2 prizes to 1 Absol. And you may think that my board position compared to his is not that good, but I can deal with that. I mean, I have things I can use. I have Electrode, I have 1 Squirtle, and it looks like my opponent does not play Pokemon Catcher since he's playing a deck with so many tools. I mean, if he plays that many tools, that means he's not playing other cards, and I'm thinking maybe he does not like to play Pokemon Catcher that much, now that it requires coin flip. He will Ultra Ball just so and he will fail the search just so he can Bicycle for 1. He will attach 1 energy into Darkrai EX, and he decides that it's better for him to go with Darkrai, which in the end it might be better, because look at my board position there. He will take these 2 prizes on this Black Kyurem and he will be able to put 3 damage somewhere in my field. And here he is deciding where he needs to do that damage, and it is very surprising that he puts that damage into Keldeo when it was obviously better for him to have that damage on my Black Rmmo25's, because Absol is able to one-hit KO Keldeo, but it cannot one-hit knockout Black Rmmo25's. That was a little misplay from my opponent. And right here I will use Level Ball and I will go for another Squirtle just in case my opponent plays Pokemon Catcher. That is just in case, and if I'm not wrong, right here I will Dowsing Machine, because I will Juniper anyway, and I really don't like that Dark Claw into that Absol. So I will use Propagation, Dowsing Machine away the energy and the Execute so I can get Tool Scrapper. And you might be wondering why Tool Scrapper? Well, Tool Scrapper is the card that allows my opponent to reach the HP my Pokemon have. And as you can see, out of that Juniper I did not get Rare Candy. I got 2 Blastoise but no Rare Candy, and later in the game you will see why. But I know Water Turtle is in my deck, so I will use that Ultra Ball to get Water Turtle. I have no reason to give up 2 prizes into this Keldeo, and I will need that free retreat that Keldeo will give me with that Flowstone. So, Electrode, you will have to die, so I can survive a little more. And I will promote Electrode. That will be a very easy prize for Darkrai. But I have N in my hand, and I know that his deck will not appreciate an N to a very small hand, and I hate you so much, but at least I got Blastoise, which will be great for me. I don't have my energy retrieval with me right now, but I have Skyla, and I will have Blastoise, and this Darkrai is dead. I will not be able to end him, I think. But let's see what we can do, and look at that beautiful top deck. That is what I call luck. That is just what I needed to be completely happy, because right now I will end my opponent down to a very small hand of 3. And I will get rid of this Darkrai. So that means no free retreat for my opponent, and there's no reason for me to play that Level Ball, and I'll be very happy to see that Darkrai gone. Yay, I finally take my first 2 prizes, but he has an army of Absols, and that is not good for me because I have lots of bench Pokemon. So let's see what my opponent does. He will Colress Machine, and that will allow him to have another Absol, and these Absols are really becoming very annoying. I know that he already discarded 1 Plasma Energy on his first turn, so that Colress Machine will give him nothing, but there is another Darkrai, and his army of Absols is ready to take down everything on my side of the field. And I really don't like that. My opponent will attach Darkness Energy to Darkrai. He will regret that, and he will attach that energy to Absol instead. And right here I can do two things. I can try to go with Keldeo. And look at that. I was thinking that if for some reason I have one Ultra Ball still in my deck, I can try to go for Keldeo or for Black Kyurem, but I still don't draw those out of my prices. So I will have to deal with this Absol 1-in-1, and the reason I don't want to go with Keldeo just yet is because if for any reason my opponent is able to power up that Darkrai in just one turn, I will be in a very bad position. So my best route right now is simply to Black Ballista this Absol, and I get my Super, and I'm very happy because now I can get Keldeo and Black Kyurem out of my discard pile, and I will take I think Blastoise. Why not? Blastoise is cool, and this Absol will be gone. And that's another tool that is gone. I will give up, again, 2 prices, because this Black Kyurem will be gone too. But that's one Absol less that I have to worry about. And my opponent seems to be doing so great because he keeps getting enough energy to power up his Absols, and that's not good for me because I will be taking 1 prize at a time, and he will be able to take multiple prizes because he will be dealing with my excess, and I don't play Pokemon Catcher, as you just saw in my deck list. So I have no way to knock out those Pokemon in his bench. It's time to say goodbye to... Dang it, there's another Absol! This guy is really having a complete army of Absols. That is so unfair. I'm playing a deck that needs so much bench space and you are playing that. But I will have to deal with that. And right here, it's the time for Electrode to shine. I top deck an N, and my opponent has only 1 prize left. And since I'm playing what's it called, Blastoise, Keldeo, Electrode, that N will not affect me as much as it will affect him. So right now I will try not to be so stupid to do that. And I will take a big risk. So far I know 4 tools are gone, 2 Darklows and 2 Silver Bengals. I really don't think that he plays 3 of any of those. Seriously, that will be very bad for me. So here I decide to take the risk. If you don't have a tool with you, basically I win. Yeah, so I will leave that. I think I will leave that Keldeo active. and I will Secret Sword, taking down this Absol. And here it comes. Do you have Dark Claw or Silver Bengal? And oh, that was so scary, that was so close, because now my Keldeo has only 10 HP remaining. Like, really, that was almost a heart attack. And right now, if he does not end me, it will be basically game. Because I have my last superior energy retrieval. And he's thinking that he will be able to use that Darkrai as a wall for me not taking my last prize, but that is not the case. I have my superior energy retrieval, and as soon as I play it, my opponent concedes. And that's it. That was the game. I hope you really I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know what you think, and if you have some suggestions to do to this deck. I've been thinking of playing Pokemon Catcher, because sometimes you only need to waste cards, and a wasted Pokemon Catcher can be so good sometimes, because you can magnetic throw into another card, and if you are lucky enough to flip heads, you will be getting rid of something annoying. Another thing I was thinking was Hypnotoxic Laser, just because sometimes Keldeo need leaves your opponent's Pokemon with 10 HP remaining, and that Hypnotoxic Laser could be great to complete that damage and take knockouts. So if you have any suggestion for this deck, I will take it and I will try it. So leave me your suggestions in the comment section below, and I will see you guys next time.